Welcome. It's your host Ryan here, and today we're going to be doing a personality test because my face, I don't know, it's shaping to be weird. But anyway, I feel like I've been on this, I've been on this channel I've been on YouTube for longer than this channel, but I've been on YouTube for 3 years. And I feel like y'all don't know nothing about me, other than I like MCU, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., DC. I'm basically just a big giant nerd, except when it comes to gaming. I'm only a little bit into the lore of gaming, okay? It's just like, it's just too much, it's too much. Also games tend to be not interconnected. So like there'll be like a part 1 of a game, the beginning, and there'll be a part 2 that has absolutely nothing to do with part 1, like different characters, different everything. Like Resident Evil games. Actually, I think Resident Evil is more connected universe, and like The Last of Us 2, more connected universes. But anyway, you're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the personality test. So let's get into it. Okay, guys. So we're in the personality test, and we need to move over so you can see me. And let's take test. Okay. I guess we're in the test already. Oh my goodness. This is so easy. Okay, you regularly make new friends. I used to say yes, but I'm more in the middle now. Like, you gotta talk to me, but I can also come up to you a little bit. Like, it's a little bit like, ooh, You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. Yeah. I mean, have you seen me looking at Marvel? Well, you haven't, but when I get into it, I get into it. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. I haven't seen anybody cry lately, but usually I'm like around agree because, I do feel sad. You often make a backup plan for a backup plan. These days I have to because so many things go wrong usually when I do something that I just need a backup plan. So I agree. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Disagree to some sort. I've been in a lot of pressure moments, and sometimes I just break. So I need to work on that, but some things happen. At social events, you rarely try to introduce. I'm sorry, I need water. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to a new people and mostly talk to ones you already know. Agree. That's just like, who doesn't? Unless you didn't bring your friend. Usually, if I go to a social event, it's with my friends. There's only a couple times I went by myself, and I had to talk to people. I only talk to people if I'm forced to because my friends are not there. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another? Disagree. I start too many projects, I start too many series, and I never finish them. You are very sentimental? Yes. You like to use organized tools like schedules and lists? Yes. I just fail to use them. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Agree to some sort. I like to blame myself a lot. If something goes wrong, I'm like, crap. I can't do this, You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. It matters what that you mean interesting. Like, I never see someone interesting. If I see somebody good looking, I might try to start up a conversation, but I've never seen someone interesting. Unless you're dressed up in like a costume, then I actually might be scared of you, so disagree. You are not too You are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analyzes. I can't speak. Analyzes of creative works. I don't know what that means. I'm just gonna say I'm in the middle. I'm sorry, I'm dumb. You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. I'm in the middle because like lately I've been following my heart to do things. So see where it goes. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine. Agree. I try to stop that. I try to schedule a routine. I don't know, I just screw up and I'm like, I guess I'll do this today, you know? Like, I don't know, you ever get that feeling you make a schedule and you plan something to do far ahead, but then you realize you could do it just right then? You're like, why would I wait to do it then when I could do it right now? But then you run out of time to do the thing you were supposed to be doing at that moment. So, it's like a lose-lose, but kind of a win-lose. So, yeah. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. It matters who they are, so disagree? It matters who you are. Matters my mood. Actually, that's more of a mutual. Because it matters my mood. Like, it matters, like, if I'm in a caring mood, like, I care, oh my goodness, I care about everything you say. Or is it, like, I'm in, like, a playful mood where, like, I can say something, I'll be like, well, I'll deal with that person next time I see him. It also matters if I'm ever going to see you again. Like, if I know I'm going to see you for, like, a lot more times, I'm like, guess we be nice to this person. You enjoy participating in group activities. I own my own film club. Hopefully I still do it now. I also just join a lot of groups. Like, I don't know, I'm very adequate, you know. I don't even know if I use that word properly. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. No, disagree. I hate that. I like to know what happens. Like, I was watching this movie and it was about this like house, I forgot what it was called, that took over like the whole entire like the house and start killing people. And like at the end, it's like the guy, spoiler alert, the guy literally is like the guy is literally and robot the whole entire, not the whole entire time, but it's like you never figure out what, they never tell you clearly when he was taken over, so he could have been taken over at any part of the story. And I watched the director cut or whatever, and he was like, yeah, it's up to interpretation. I don't want to interpret it. I want to know what happened. Because what if I come up with the wrong idea that was nowhere close? What if I was like, he was the robot since the beginning? Wrong. Anyway. Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. Let me read that again. When was the last time I helped someone accomplish something they wanted? I don't know. I do. I'm like neutral because I'm like agree, but a little bit because I like my own goals, you know, my own accomplishments, and I also like to help other people, but I never want to put myself before someone else unless I don't like that person. You are interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. Agree. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. Agree. Come on, tablet. You want to work? You avoid leadership roles in group settings. Agree. sometimes, because I am a president, but like if it's not something that I'm fully interested in and like a club member of, I don't want to become a leader of it because I might not know everything about it, you know? So like I don't want to risk that. You're definitely not an artistic type of person. Disagree. You are definitely not. Yeah. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings. Maybe agree a little bit, because feelings do have a thing. It's more of a movie. I don't know, it kind of comes into movies for me, like how people, like how a character you don't like will do the same mean thing your character that you do like does, and you don't hold them to accountability. Like if someone does something you don't like but you like them, it's other than a person. Like imagine you know someone for a long time but you don't like them, and like you hold them to accountability, but the person you do like you barely knew, you don't hold them to accountability. Like it's just like, I don't like favorites, you know? Like if Nick Fury did something stupid like being in his own show, I would like be mad. Forgot to post that ranting video. I might. You refer one like on this video and I will post the Secret Invasions ranting video. I will. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. Disagree. I like to do whatever I want. You enjoy watching people argue. No, that's annoying as crap. Just shut the frick up. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. You tend to avoid... No, I draw all the attention. That's why I have a YouTube channel. All the attention's on me. Your mood can change very quickly. Agree? It matters like what it is. You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. Agree. Only I'll say that is, if efficient, when I hear efficient, I think of like if you care as much as I do. Cause like if I like when I run my film club and someone like doesn't put that much work in as everybody else or as I want it, I'll get frustrated easily because like, you know, I just feel like you should be putting more work in, you know, like everybody else. Just like that. You lose patience with people who are not as efficient. I already did this crap. Shut the fuck up. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. That used to be me, and it's still kind of me, so I like agree a little bit. You will have always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death. Oh no. I try not to think about what happens after death, because like, I don't know, this is a long, hopefully it's a long journey. You know, like I'll start thinking about that, you know, when you see me on YouTube with a gray beard and I'm like, hey guys, I'm back after my 20-year break. I swear there's gonna be a YouTuber one day when YouTube's like over 20 years old, they're gonna be like, hello, I'm back for my 20-year break. Remember the first video that ever came out? He's gonna come back 20 years from now. He's like, hey, after 20 years, this is what I look like. He probably lost the account. He's never gonna post again on that account. I don't even know if he cares about YouTube. You have always been fascinated by the question of what? Not that much. You usually prefer to be around others rather than your own. Agree. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. Theoretical, like, I'm trying to think. Theoretical. Because of the discussions, like, oh, what if I had this stuff? I don't know. I'm mutual. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. Uh, Matters what their experiences are. Like if it's sad experiences. If you're crying over losing $5, everybody's crying over that. It's $5. We're broke out here. But if you're crying over because like I don't know, something stupid, then I won't empathize. So agree, mutual. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. Sometimes. You rarely second guess the choice that you have made. Disagree. I always second guess. After a long and exhausting week, a lovely social event is just what you need. A lively, sorry. Is just what you need. Agree. I need some of that. You enjoy going to an art museum. Disagree. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. Disagree. You like to have a to-do list for each day. Agree. You rarely feel insecure. Disagree. You avoid making phone calls. I avoid making text messages. I hate texting. I hate Instagram texting. I don't like texting. I don't like calling. I just like being there, you know? One reason, because I can screw with them. They can't hang up the phone. They would have to walk away. I could just chase after them. Yeah, you can't run away from me in real life. You can hang up the phone, though. You avoid making phone calls. I don't avoid making phone calls, but I like to postpone phone calls. Because, like, I don't know. I just don't like being in phone calls. Oh, I said disagree. I meant agree a little bit. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own. Agree. I like to understand views that are different from my own so I can use them to fix my views. However, take out the stuff that I don't believe in, like stupid stuff. Like some views are like stupid, but they have some, key components that, you should put in your own view in life. Like, I don't know. Keeping a positive attitude, because that's just medically honestly good for you, but it's hard to do when stuff is going wrong with you. Quote by Tristan Graves. Quote by Ryan Graves. In your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your friends in his activities. It matters with one. I have like 2 big friend groups right now, and so I will agree mutually because I'm like disagree and agree at the same time, because one of them I'm barely like there, and the other one like I always try to get us to connect, but we're just like always lazy. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Yes, I hate being off track. And it usually happens when I get lazy. I'm just like, oh. That's what happens. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. Yes. You rarely contemplate the reason for human existence or the meaning of life. I started thinking that for a little bit, just a little bit, because I was like, why are we here? I feel like people only start doing that when they're having a bad life, though. I mean, sometimes it just generically happens. You're like, what the heck is happening? But sometimes you're just like, sometimes you're just like, why am I here? I don't know. I really don't know. Math is there. I always get lost in time thinking about who created who. Cause I'm like, what is the mathical time, Like I feel like humans were just not capable of understanding the logistics of time. It's just not in our just not able. We're just not made that. Cause it's like I'm like, oh well, God was, well, if God exists, who created God, and who created the person who made God, and who created time itself, and what was there before time itself existed, and what was there before existence, and was it just black? Was everything just black? And who created the blackness? Like, it's just like, I don't know. It's just like a deep hole that's like, I don't know. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Agree sometimes. You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it is completely their fault. I'm trying to do that. Like, I'm trying to, like, be like, oh, you know what? He might have done something stupid, but that's okay. Because usually I'm like, ha, you're stupid. I don't know, it just happens. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy from organized and consistent efforts. Agree. Sometimes I'm enthusiastic. Sometimes I'm just like, hey guys, what's the next video? What? Oh, we're playing Far Cry 5. Let's go. It's 10 a.m. What did you just do? Yeah, sometimes it's just like that. Actually, closing my eyes sometimes make me just feel tired. That's why I don't like closing my eyes for a long period of time. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. Yes, that always happens. I don't like people feeling proud of me. Like, if someone's like, bro, you're like my wingman, I trust you, everything. I'm like, okay. It's gonna take about 2 days for you to not think that anymore. But okay. Thank you. And I feel like I get power from that. They're like, oh, I really trust you. You're my great. I'm like, yeah, you trust me. I know you do. Now, what you doing? I don't know. I don't know. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. Disagree. You believe that pondering abstract physiological questions is a waste of time. I have no idea what that is. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate places. Actually, you feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling. I actually very much like quiet places. Especially when I'm hanging out with my friends, because like I don't like to like have all this loud crap going on while I'm trying to talk to people. Like, this is why I don't like going to parties, because they be having that music that you can't, decide. You can't be like, hey, change the music, put a Cardi B on. I don't know. Like, you can't just say that. It's not fair. Go to these parties. It's not fair. At first glance, how someone is feeling. First glance, how someone is feeling. Sometimes I'm correct, sometimes I'm not. Like, I can look at you, I'm like, you look sad. But usually when someone looks sad, they're usually tired. Unless you have a good... Never think someone is sad unless you have a good reason to think they're sad. Because usually they're, like, tired and sad, you have the same exact face. They're like, that's like my crying face, like. And that's my tired face. I'm like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. You often feel overwhelmed. Yes. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. I try not to. You are very intrigued by things labeled as quote. You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversy. Yes, I actually do love things that are controversy. There's a lot of things. This is just my physical opinion. I'm nobody. Who am I? But I feel like a lot of things that are known as controversy is just like, I don't know. Sometimes it matters what it is. Sometimes it's just stupid. Sometimes it's just like you can say one little thing. Oh my God, my arm. All that fat jiggle. My goodness. Anyway, I got distracted. I forgot what I was talking about. Moving on. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. Yes, I would think so, because I have the thing that I wish, like, if I do something good, I hope someone would do a good thing for me. Sometimes that doesn't work, because the person I do it to is just a butthole and does not care. They're just like, oh, thank you, and the next day you see you, it's like, hey, screw you. I'm like, I was just being nice to you. And then when you say you did that nice thing for them, they get mad at you. They're like, oh, now you're rubbing in that you did that one good thing for me. I'm like, well, you don't have to be a butthole, okay? I thought doing that good thing would stop you, but no. People are just, people are just people, I feel like we have to fight. I don't know why. With all this crap going on, I just feel like society needs to have some type of fighting in it. We're just not built to be so peaceful, because something's gonna happen. You can only be peaceful for so long. If you go on your whole entire life from 1 to 80 or whatever, having nothing but peace, no one lives that life. You're crazy. I would love to be you. You struggle with deadlines, agree. Y'all know that. I'll be like, next video's coming out tomorrow. Nope, it's not. You feel, oh, I skipped that one. You feel confident that things will work out for you. Disagree. Your gender, none of your business. Entertainer. Sounds about right. I mean, I am entertaining you. So, hopefully, if you're still watching this. Your personality type is entertainer. Entertainers are spontaneous, energetic, and enthusiastic people. Life is never boring around them. Life is never boring around me, guys. Life is never boring.